Hello everyone, welcome back to another Zen Plays vid. As you can see from words on the vid, this will be Lego Fortnite with friends. Hey Caesar, you mind if I kind of get rid of this village? Because a one house in a village would just kind of make no sense. Like, no offense. But do you mind if I'm sorry. Jonesy still stays. Now chat, before we begin this, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get into this. Now do you see this house here, chat? This used to be a randomly generated structure, a destroyed structure, but I repaired it, made it into something good. Let me give you the house tour. It's empty so far, but here we got the interior right here. The second floor, which could be a bedroom. And then we have the back right here. Hold up. Now, we got the garden area. We got the grind mill. Then we got the garage right here. Let me circle the outside real quick. I see my next target over here. Chat. Next few targets. Sorry. You see this, chat? This is a destroyed house right here. And we are going to fix it. Make it look brand new. Restore it, as you might say. Hold up. May have to retry that because someone said something on PS and it probably blocked off some of it. Now chat, do you see this? This is a destroyed house. And today we are going to restore it. Right here. And I might even make a short about this. But first off, here's the before look. And we'll see the after look after I'm done doing what I'm doing to it. Okay, first let's start with getting rid of this greenery. Around it, greenery around it. A chest, alright. We have to get rid of all the random stuff around it before we actually work on it. We have to get rid of the sapling. Let's move out all of these boxes. Good. Now first, let's start with the floor. Let's start with the floor. The restoration of a randomly generated structure. Garage door. Aight. I think another window right here will make it look quite dandy. Sword this part of the house. Gotta fix this door. Let's fix the doors, shall we, chat? Yeah. Sorry. Hold up, Jack. Chat, I'm back. Now the restoration of this house is looking nice. We've already restored a couple rooms. Now next is the roof. Yeah, this definitely needs some work. Never done a roof like this, but okay. It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. Cat, it is what it is, am I right? What you used to look like. Speak to me, roof. Chat, I'm just repairing a randomly generated structure. Trust me, chat. after I'm done restoring this, it will look good. Perfecto. And sorry guys for all that coughing. Sorry if I coughed a little too much, guys. I just don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay. This house is looking quite nice. You've got to agree with me, chat. I am good at my job. Restoring houses. I'm good at my job. You all totally gotta agree. Now this roof design kind of confuses me a little, chat. This roof design. What could it be? Never seen any roof design like this in Lego Fortnite. But whatever. Here. I'll try my best, chat. After all, I'll make as best this content. You know what? I'll try to make the best content possible just for you guys. Just for you all at home. Yeah, this roof design confuses me. Like, this roof design, what is this? Got to think like the roof design. What could you be? You confuse me. Sorry. I'm just talking with the roof design. Never seen anything like it. But I'll try my best. Never seen anything like it. Good. Don't go to Star Wars Island or any other islands. King's orders. this roof design be? You guys traveling far away from spawn? Nuh-uh. No traveling far away from spawn. Now, hey Colby, welcome to the live. I'm trying many different roof designs. I think I got... Sorry. I think I got it now. Sorry, I'm okay. I'm okay. I believe to have figured it out. Silly me, these are the wrong walls. Hey guys, don't go any farther, okay? Stop discovering more of the island, okay? Well, chat. I'm just doing something. I wonder why Colby left. I'll invite him back and starting now. Okay, now this design is really confusing. Gonna need a new type of opening for this. Okay, chat, this design is confusing. This one certainly is tricky. Hold up, chat. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. Back. Why is my map? Guys, I'm okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I may have to use some parts from Raven's Roast, because this is honestly very confusing. Hey,
Hello?
Colby, I'm fine.
So why are you on at 5 o'clock?
I'm live.
No, you're not. You're not live. Stop
And
trolling
Colby,
me.
sorry I'm coughing a lot. It's just, I'm just coughing a lot for whatever reason.
Why is that?
I have no idea. My mouth tastes like ketchup. That's all I'm gonna say.
You
My mouth
disgust me.
tastes
You
like
disgust me.
ketchup.
Well, you still disgust me. You disgust me.
I will inform my father.
I'm just very upset right now, actually.
I'll come back to that house in a few because the roof design is honestly
What are you
very
guys playing?
confusing. Lego. We're playing Lego. I'm just repairing destroyed houses.
If you are live... Wait, hold up. If you are live, why are you streaming so late then?
What do you mean so late?
Like, you streamed at like 4 o'clock.
Now
It's
this is a
literally
house I can
4:20.
work with. That other house is kind of a lost cause because I don't know what to do with it.
I'm
I'll be
bored.
right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. And guys, just so you know, I think I accidentally swallowed a bit of pool water while I was at the pool.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't got
Disgusting.
chlorine poisoning. And I looked
Wait,
up one of
what?
the Simpsons, and it says, coughing a lot.
Uh-oh, Zen. Maybe you have to go to the hospital, maybe. Or
Hopefully
something
I
in the
don't
future.
die. But hey, if I die, at least I'll be with my mother. I'm just saying, if I die, at least I'll be with my mother. There's nothing
you're
weird
just-
about that. Hey Colby, I'm just repairing a house here.
Why?
Because first, okay, chat, first we gotta do this. Colby, watch me do my work.
I'm doing parkour.
Hopefully I'll be okay. Wish me the best of luck that I'll be okay. And hey, even if I do die, I'll at least be with my mother.
You're not gonna be with us anymore?
I'm just saying.
Wait,
If
then
I
who's gonna take
do,
over? Wait, who's taking over your channel then?
I don't know.
You could let me take over your channel if you want.
Oh, hell no.
Nah. Sorry, Colby. No. Stop, I'm repairing a home, Colby. This is a construction zone.
I just had to come on like this. Sorry.
This is a construction zone. Come on, kiddo. This is a construction zone. Step aside, kiddo. Watch from afar as I work on something magnificent. I'm gonna transform this house into something amazing. Wait. Hey, Caesar. While you were at the pool, have you accidentally swallowed pool water before?
Salt water.
Like, I think I accidentally swallowed a bit of pool water, if I'm being honest.
Wait, how is that even possible?
I don't know. I accidentally opened my mouth while I was in the pool.
With your dad?
Wait, can anyone even survive from that?
Yes, you can. It's just you're just drinking chlorine and pee.
I heard you could get chlorine poisoning. I looked it up.
Zen, you know you're streaming about this, right?
Yeah. I don't want to tell my dad because then he'll overreact and freak out.
No,
Like,
you won't. Freak out of what?
Sometimes my father's quite a crash out.
No, Zen. What do you mean he'll freak out? About what?
Oh my gosh.
About stuff in a pool or something? Dude.
I think I accidentally swallowed only a little bit of pool water.
Zen, if you do tell your dad, he's probably gonna believe you.
He's going
Because-
to freak out. Trust me, I've known him long enough. He's going to crash out like he always does.
If he's gonna crash out.
He's gonna crash out.
Well, does he know about this?
I'm not going to tell him. Because I don't want to deal with a crash out.
I understand,
I
Zen.
mean, you do that every day.
Wait, what?
What?
You deal with that every day.
I deal with
what
that
every day?
sometimes. I'll deal with that sometimes.
What is
Like,
FNCP
My father's
saying in the
quite a
chat?
crash out sometimes.
Like
He's a bit overprotective. My father's a bit
FNCPO.
overprotective.
FNCPO, what did you say in the chat? What is this? Whatever FNCPO, just type in the chat, bro.
Huh?
What the
is
heck?
this?
I have no clue. FNCPO, can you explain to me what the heck that means?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I'm confused. No
I'm just as
offense,
confused as you.
but Zen, that's not the most part. You want to hear actually something crazy? And guess what? This is not fake or real. And it's not inappropriate. It's just a story
Chat,
like...
I hope you will wish me good luck and that I'll be okay. Because I think I
FNC
accidentally swallowed only a bit of pool water, chat.
Wait, Zen, can I tell your chat something?
What?
Chat, if you don't remember, I actually went to a pool, and you won't believe this. When I got to the pool with my dad and stuff, he asked me, "Hey, did you put sunscreen on?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, okay." So then, after like 5 minutes, he had to go get something to eat because he was hungry for no reason. I don't know why. And then he's like, "Hey, you want to go? You want something to eat?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm staying here." And then he just went to the cafe. I don't even know what you call it at the pool area. But he was gone 35, no, he wasn't gone for 35 minutes. He was gone like 40 minutes. And I'm like, okay, where the heck is he? It's been 40 minutes. So I looked everywhere and I'm like, okay, where is he? And I talked to the lifeguard and I said, "Excuse me, have you seen my dad with a big beard? He was trying to go get some food." And he was like, "Oh, you mean the big fat guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's him." He said, "Oh."
Me?
And he said, "Oh, he's at the food coloring."
What is this story, bro?
And I'm like, "What the food color?"
You call? Wait.
No, this actually happens.
The
Then.
big
I'm not
fat
talking
guy. You call your papa that? Well, I mean,
And
I called my
I
dad
told
stuff
him-
before.
I told him, "What's a food coloring?" And he said,
not
"Oh,
talking, bro.
a food coloring is like a stuff what boys do." And I'm like, you mean drawing pictures and stuff?" And he's like, "Sure, you could call it that." And that's where I found my dad. He was literally in the floaty like room, and I'm like, "Dad, I've been sitting at the little area for 40 minutes. Why are you in the floaty area?" He said, "Oh, I had to get a big floaty because I'm fat, because everybody's being so mean when I
Egg.
got food."
What am I listening to?
And then I said, "Okay, let me pay for the food because you don't know how to do this." And he's like, "Well, whatever." So then he went back down. And then when I got to the giant cafe and they say,
Caesar, what am I listening to?
the cafe person say, "Hello, welcome to Cheese
I know.
Buffet. May I
Why
take
does
your
he
order?"
talk so much?
I said,
I
"Yeah,
don't
can I
know.
have some chicken
He's a
strips?"
yapper.
And they're like, "What the heck are chicken strips?" And I said, "They're like chicken." But he did. But guess
Bro,
what, Zen? He didn't give me a chicken strip. You know what he
What are
gave
you
me?
yapping about,
What?
bro?
He
You're
gave me a
just
piece of
yapping.
candy. And I'm like, "Bro, I did not ask for a
Just
candy. I
yapping,
asked for
bro, like,
chicken strips."
honestly.
He's like, "Oh, that's the only
Please,
thing you have."
yapping,
I'm like,
what?
"Bro, this thing sucks." So I went back to my dad, and he's like, "Hey, where's the food?" And he said, "I asked the guy for chicken strips, and he only gave me a candy." And I'm like,
I'm gonna
"Okay,
go to
that's it.
game channel.
I'm gonna go talk to this man." And then my
I'm
dad
gonna
just,
go to game channel.
my dad went into the restaurant. He's like, "Hey, where's my son's food?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We don't have any more of that. We
Hey.
ran out."
Colby, what's that? It's called desperation. Well, I call it a rug. Rhymes with grug. I call it a rug. Rhymes with grug.
Now, anyways,
Hey
as I was-
Colby,
let me
hey
continue.
Colby.
Can I continue my story? Like,
Okay,
damn.
but first, after,
Yeah.
okay, Colby, I call this a house. Rhymes with grug. Right here. Call it-
Whatever. Anyways, after my dad basically, he said, "Okay, Dad, you don't have to go too far on this guy." And he said, "That's it. I'm gonna punch him." And I'm like, "No, do not punch him. He's
Are
the
you
one who was not."
still talking?
And you know what he did? He punched him, and he looked at him. He's like, "Hey, give me my food, Mr. Wussy Wussy." And I'm like, "Damn, what
Wait,
the
did
heck
he
is wrong
actually
with you?"
call him Mr. Wussy Wussy?
Yes, he did. And he's like, "Okay, take all the food in the area." I'm like, "Perfect." And then when we got back, there was this person over here. He's like, "Hey, how'd you get all that food?" He said, "Oh, I punched the guy in that restaurant over there." He's like, "Wait, what? That's crazy."
Insane.
And
Are you
then
still yapping?
after we
Are you
left the
finished?
place, and then like, "Oh wait, I forgot something."
Are
And
you
he's like,
finished?
"No, shut up." After I
If
got
I'm being
back,
honest, this is pretty interesting.
and after
Are
we
you
got
really?
after we got
I
back to the
don't
house,
hear it.
I talked to my
Shut
sister. He's
up,
like,
shut up, shut
"Oh,
up,
yeah,
shut
not
up,
my
shut
sister,
up, shut up,
actually.
shut up, shut
My
up,
old-
shut
my
up,
old-
shut up,
my
shut
other
up,
friends."
shut
I
up,
said,
shut up,
"Hey."
shut up. Shut
Alright,
up,
I
shut
mean,
up,
just
shut up,
mute
shut up,
him.
shut up, 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 shut up,
Just
shut up.
mute him,
I-
Caesar.
Alright, I mean,
Honestly,
anyways,
talk to it.
I basically say, "Hey," I told my friends that, "Hey, have you guys went to that pool area that's nearby the restaurant?" He said, "Yeah, we've been to it." And he said, guess what? You won't believe my dad actually fight a guy at the food area. And they're like, bro, actually? And I'm like, yup. And then when I got back from home, I said, hey dad, you know that pool area we went to days ago? He's like, yeah, the one that we got a lot of food. And I said, oh, it closed. And he's like, wait, what? It closed? Like, how did it? And he said, how did it close? We went there for 2 days. And then when we got to the area, there was a little sign that said, no fat guys allowed. And my dad's like, crap, we can't go.
It says no fat guys allowed?
And that's the story.
If I'm being honest, that was a little interesting. I'll give it that.
No fat guys allowed in the pool.
Yeah, he's still kind of talking, Caesar. But yeah, if I'm being honest, I got to admit, that story was a little interesting. I'll give it that.
I can barely even hear.
A little interesting. Not very interesting, a little interesting.
If you don't know why, you probably wonder why it said no fat guys. It reminds me of the Family Guy when Peter said, oh, no fat guys allowed, Peter. Only small people. And like, bro, come on. I bet FNCP liked my story, probably. He probably enjoyed it.
Or
FNCP,
he probably muted you just like Caesar, who knows.
Well, yeah, Zen, that's why we should never go, that's why we're not going back to that pool, because it said fat guys only.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Has that happened to you before? You walk up to a sign that says no fat people allowed?
What is saying again?
Not in your life. Not
Hey, can I tell you
one.
this one pool story, but promise you won't be offended, like...
Oh, we won't.
But yeah, just so you know, one time at one pool, me and my father went to this one pool, and you wanna know something? Like...
What?
We were the only white people at that pool, just so you know. We were the only white people.
Excuse me?
Like, no offense.
What?
Like, there were a lot of black...
Racist?
That's not racist. Like, there was a lot of... Like... We didn't even see another single white person there. I'm just saying.
Hey, yo.
I'm not being
crazy.
racist. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
We were the only white people there. We were kind of unique, because we were the only white people at that pool. Like,
Wait.
we were kind of unique. Like,
Wait a
I'm not being
second.
racist. Please forgive me, Caesar. But I'm just telling you a story like that.
Wait, what do you mean by that, Zen?
serious. Like, well...
Wait, what do you mean by that,
First, let me
Zen?
end the live. That might do it for today's vid. Glad you all enjoyed this. Peace.